Shifting focus to Mozambique, former finance minister of the southern African nation, Manuel Chang, is facing a trial in the US over the infamous Tuna bond scandal. The corruption scandal that emerged in 2016 led to a massive economic collapse in the nation. Chang is charged with taking bribes to commit his country secretly to huge loans that prosecutors say were looted. Between 2013 and 2014, 3 Mozambican state-owned companies took over $2 billion in loans. This money came from the global investment bank Credit Suisse and the Russian bank VTB, among others. Now, these funds were meant to finance Mozambique's maritime surveillance, tuna fishing and shipyard projects. However, the projects never materialized. It was revealed that the debts were concealed from the public and the international community, with finances a big part of the Mozambican national budget. However, the hidden debts were uncovered in 2016. Prosecutors say that huge chunks of the loan proceeds went as bribes and kickbacks to bankers and government officials. It is believed that around $7 million went to Chang himself, who has been accused of signing off the funds during his term and not disclosing them. Now, the US has indicted him for being implicit in the looting of funds that was donated by the US investors. However, Chang denies any wrongdoing. His defense lawyer has argued that there is no evidence that Chang agreed to take payoffs or received any money, and that he signed the guarantees because that's what his government wanted him to do. Already, 11 officials, including the son of Mozambique's ex-president Armando Guebuza, has been convicted of embezzlement and money laundering as a part of the same scheme. Now, when this fraud surfaced, it shook the Mozambique economy. Before the emergence of the $2 billion debt, Mozambique was one of the world's 10 fastest-growing economies for 2 decades. And after the scandal emerged, the country's growth stagnated, the currency lost a third of its value, inflation surged, and foreign donors pulled out. Now it is one of the 10 countries with the lowest GDP per capita. Experts estimate that the crisis ultimately cost Mozambique around $11 billion, or around 60% of its current GDP. Mozambique's government has reached out-of-court agreements with creditors in an attempt to pay down some of the debt. Last year, it paid $142 million back to Credit Suisse to cover original loans of about $522 million from the Switzerland-based banking giant. Mozambique also recently reached an agreement on a $220 million settlement with Russia's VTB Bank and Portugal's BCP Bank. Apart from the US, the scandal has led to court action in Africa and Europe as well. Manuel Chang was arrested in South Africa in 2018, shortly before the US indictment became public. Now, after years of fighting extradition from South Africa, he was brought to the US last year. His lawyers tried to get the case thrown out. They have argued that Chang is immune from prosecution as a former foreign official. However, the US judges have turned them down. Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree. One tree for humanity. One tree for Mother Earth. One tree for a future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup ban Bangladesh has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect?